Right, going live. Love waiting. Playing the waiting game. Building an audience. Just felt like chatting today. Catching up. It's been a crazy year. I can't even talk. Been a crazy year already. What's going on in your world? My world's a little crazy. So I thought I'd go and be real today. Well, hello, Miss Sylvia. And my sister Angela. You know, before I come on Facebook, I usually have to do my hair, do my makeup, make sure I'm in the right clothes. Hey, Miss Karen. And today I was just like, you know what? Let's be real. What do most of y'all look like in the morning? I got my coffee. Coffee up. Coffee time. Good morning, my sister. So, I just wanted to chat. Because, oh my goodness. Life is such a roller coaster. I don't know about y'all, but I want off this ride. Have any of y'all played Roller Coaster Tycoon? It's a game back from the, God, when was that first out? Back in the 90s. I know. I bought it for my children, and I got into it. Thank you, Miss Terry. I think so, too. Everyone's beautiful just the way they are. We need to do more of that instead of pretending. No more pretending. We are who we are. We do what we do. But anyway, Roller Coaster Tycoon. I built this one ride. And people kept getting stuck. And all that kept coming around was, I want off this ride. I want off this ride. You know, because the chatter. They show you the chatter of the guests in your park. And so anyway, this was yesterday. And so I thought, you know what? I do too. But I don't want out of life. Don't get me wrong. Nobody calls suicide hotline. This is not what I am referring to. Hey, Miss Teacher. Not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that this roller coaster ride of the crap that we deal with in this life, I'm talking right now. I'm not talking past lives. I'm not talking tomorrow. I'm talking right now. It's just so fake. I don't want to be fake no more. Nobody need to be fake no more. Do y'all feel like it's fake? I mean, everything. It's like they're trying to create dual realities to confuse us. Good morning, Miss Donna. How many of you have even been feeling procrastination? Last couple of months. You know? I mean, here we are in April. End of April. Yeah, procrastination. And I'm a doer, okay? I need somebody to send me a doer button. Reset. I need to start doing again. I mean, I do. You know what I mean. But I procrastinate. I don't do as quick as I used to do. And it ain't got nothing to do with my age. I've always been someone who go, 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 go. I've always been the entrepreneur-spirited person and just go, 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 go. Right? Yeah, well, I ain't been going so much lately. Or not wanting to get going. You know what? And I struggle with myself even when I'm talking about the terminology that I'm using to describe what I'm going through. Because really, I mean, I get great ideas and I have all these things. You know, I mean, come on. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to do what I do. Because I'm a doer. See, I was just thinking, I feel like I live in an alternative world. And of course, I wondered what it was like for others. That's what I'm saying. I feel like they're trying to shift. I mean, but there's such resistance. Change is not easy for a lot of people. And everyone's talking about how these shifts are happening and these these, what do they call evolvement? Who's evolving? Who's changed? Who's with me? I know Terry is. I know my sister is. We've talked. She knows. She knows me. Right? Right, Angie? You know me. I mean, I get the things that I'm committed to do done. I don't give my word and then not do it, right? But it's all the other little stuff that I'm supposed to do. You know, that I just procrastinate on. And I just take my time doing. And I know I'm supposed to take time. You're supposed to, you know, you're not supposed to be all, let me get this done. I'm not talking there. I don't stress. I know I work well under pressure, but I don't stress. And so I have been not stressing lately, just procrastinating. Right, Angie? Says yes, yes, I do. See, I need my doer button. Someone give me that doer button. Didn't I have something like that for home? What was that? Office Depot? Maybe it was Progressive Insurance. I don't know. But anyway, it's been crazy. I mean, for the first time in my life, the last couple of weeks, I have actually felt bored. I felt bored at times. I don't get bored. I do. You started using your alarm clock at work to go off every hour because you feel like you are going slower than normal. And you are, right? Okay, here's the thing. I read the other day, actually just yesterday. I read a lot, you know. But anyway, we should read. Reading's good. I read the other day that, especially right now, because there is such a, I mean, we can feel it. Everyone feels the tension in the air, right? I mean, you know, because again, not that we are actually following through with the threats and the, you know, the provocateurs. But it's crazy right now, right? You thought it was just old age? No, because I'm not old. I'm forever 29. But anyway, all this tension that we are in right now. Everyone thought that, you know, we were not going to be going to war. You know, that was going to be, you know, this year was going to be. But I kept trying to tell everybody. They were like, you know, pro whoever. I don't care who you're pro for. You vote for her if you want to. But this is the reality. The reality is that whoever is, especially in the United States, whoever is in office isn't like making all the decisions. I mean, come on. They're only in that office for 4 to 8 years, okay? 4 to 8 years. When there's other offices that are held much longer, especially when it comes to secret government, shadow government, that gets talked about a lot. So anyway, a lot of the wars and everything that are going on are actually going on behind the scenes. You know, I mean, sure, we have the, you know, in-your-face wars with Syria. We have the in-your-face threats from North Korea, which, I'm sorry. You can't give a man a gun and then be upset when he threatens you. This is what happens with North Korea. And it's what's happened with every country. Every country, we're going to look back and we're going to see that, you know, there's some people in the background that are actually financing both sides. 3 sides, 4 sides. They're making sure that everybody has what they need, except for us. So that's the tension we're feeling with all the technology that's going on right now that they use against us. That one really blows me away. That people still don't really want to see, believe in, want to even believe that it's possible. But we're shown over and over again. History shows us. And again, when we hear about something, it's been in practice and they've been doing it for 50 to 100 years, right? It's not new. It may be new to you and me and everybody else, but it's not new to them. And so technology, right? Technology is just above and beyond what we could even imagine. These little iPads, your cell phones, your smart TVs, your smart cars. Pfft. No. That's just what they're trying to give me. But they use this technology against us. And I got in the reading that I got yesterday, not the reading, but the reading that I did, I got from that excerpt that we are being bombarded, especially those of us that want to call ourselves light workers, or, you know, anyone that assists humanity. They're targeted. And you're like, well, how do they know about me? Well, are you on the internet? If you're on the internet, they know about you. They're algorithms. Look up every day, every minute of every day. They got these keywords that they're following. You start using those keywords, and you fall into line of who they're following, right? And we all use those keywords. We all use the word psychic. We all use the word medium, ghost, paranormal, Christian, witch. I mean, every word you can think of that is associated with light worker, or, you know, any other kind of activity, supernatural activity, is the keyword. And their algorithms are watching you. Yeah, you don't believe that? Oof, I feel sorry for you. Don't be ignorant to their ways. Look it up. Don't take my word for it. I mean, it's all over the internet. I know you don't want to believe it because a lot of it's conspiracy, but hello, 20 years ago, a lot of the stuff that we said was a conspiracy then has been proven true today. Just saying. Who came up with the word conspiracy anyway? You know what it means to con. Yeah, they're conning us into believing it's not real. That's what conspiracy means. And they haven't made us smarter, exactly, Sylvia. They have dumbing down is what we see. I mean, my God, you should take a look at the, you know, the scores and testing from our students alone. It's just craziness. The whole thing. There's a video on my page right now that just goes back from 1969. 1969. This man, he knew his stuff. He could, and if I'm telling you, if it weren't for the fact he was using actual dates and names from people involved back then, you would think he's talking about today. Okay? You would think he was talking about today with everything that is really going on. So from 1969, he was talked about as a conspiracist. But today, look at what he said back then. It's happening today. It's happening today. Not a conspiracy. You did a check on status by the USA by going to Wikipedia. Typing in 1980, you found the same thing going on then as is now. Exactly. Terrorist bombing. Oh my God, back then, who was it? There was just, you know, there's always some kind of a Christian bloodbath going on. You know, the Christians are just being killed. What country was it? Oh, but yeah, I can't read everything you're saying there. Let me see. You found the same thing going on. Terrorist bombing was in the Middle East, and Ronald Reagan supported the Christians. Yeah. You heard about a reading you did for a friend, and you were right on the money as always. Oh, thank you, Sylvia. In fact, I just sent her a follow-up email last week. I'm glad that you are letting me know. I'm glad. I'm not going to... I remember the reading, so I'm praying for her and her family. But thank you for letting me know. So yeah, this technology... Okay? And you know, again, I'm not just talking out my ass, okay? I have seen this war going on. I've seen this unseen world all my life, right? And then I find out last year that one of the army bases that we were on, Fort Huachuca, at the time was a secret military base. And there was, neighbors going by waving. And there was, you know, again, experimental technology going on then. And they were doing microwave technology. They were doing energy technology. They were doing holographic technology. I mean, people have no idea. laser technology. And this was back in the 60s, okay? This was back in the 60s when we were on that base. And so, you know, even then, all the stuff that we saw on that base, oh my God. Now I have to question how much of it was really spirit, how much of it was the fact that maybe they opened up a portal, and yeah, there was some real activity going on there because of the experiments that they were doing, right, with energy. And what did it open up? Oh, what did it open up? Because I tell you what, it's from that moment on, from my life, I've had experiences every year, everywhere I go. It's not stopped. And it's not that I'm attracting. I don't attract that energy. I see it. It doesn't see me. Okay, let's just get that straight. It doesn't always see me. If it's not seeing me, it doesn't mean I'm attracting it. That means I'm seeing it. I'm witnessing it. Being made seen to me. However you want to say it. Not attracting it. I'm just seeing this world for what it is. I don't live in some rainbow butterfly world where everything is just peachy keen. I can say I love my life. I can say my life is fabulous. Because every day I do what I love to do. And I'm grateful. And I have appreciation. I'm humbled. I know how I live every day, every moment. I am, you know, what can I do? How can I assist? Where can I, you know? That's what kills me about procrastinating the last couple. Because I'm like, I don't know, this is not me. I'm on the daily. And so I'm not attracting. I don't believe that. I don't believe that I'm attracting. I don't believe that I attract to be abused. I don't believe that I attract to be beat. I don't believe it. That should just happen to me because that's what we live in. This is the real world. And I wish you could all see it. And not to be afraid of it, though. Because once we all start seeing it and we acknowledge the unacknowledgeable, oh my God. I mean, really, you just start opening things up. Spirit just starts boom, 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 showing you. And I'm sorry, ask my sister. It can be a little overwhelming. Okay, I know. Conversations with me can be overwhelming. Just because of the stuff that comes out of my mouth just blows you the frick away. Because you're like, how's that possible? Because this is the world we live in. You know, we don't live in the distracted world where all we got to do is get up in the morning and go to work. Come home, eat dinner, have some little whatever you do, and then go to sleep, get up, and do it again. Is that the world you live in? That ain't the real world. That ain't the real world. Everyone says we live in a hologram. What's a hologram to you? I can touch this world. But it's made of little atoms. It's solid. But when you break it down energetically, it's made of atoms. What's holding it together? Is it, you know, we understand that science of it, right? But until you have an experience of the supernatural, you don't believe in it. But if you're a light worker today, you're probably feeling the stresses of it. I guarantee you. I'll guarantee you. And if I'm before you and you believe in law of attraction, listen. Don't debate. Why are you being pulled in front of me? Not to debate me. But to listen. There's some shit going on. We need to know everything. Don't you want to know everything? I know that you are people that want to go out and explore. You are seekers of knowledge. You're sponges. You absorb. But then there's something inside you that whenever you hear some kind of truth coming at you, you start analyzing it. You start picking it apart. You start questioning. Even stuff you know to be true. You feel it. You feel it. You know it's true. But you question it. And I'm not saying it's not good to be skeptical. I'm not saying take everything for face value. But if you have something coming in front of you, and you know, you're asking for signs, miracles, wonders to happen, and then something's put in front of you that has a little bit of truth to it, but it goes against your preconceived belief system that is implanted in you. It's not yours. It goes against it, so you're programmed to break it apart. You see that? Does that happen to you? You're programmed to break it apart. So don't do it. I mean, we break it apart. We're so analytical. We overthink it. We're in our head. right? Literally, in our head, in our face. Hello, Mr. Jacob. I sure do miss you. I hope I get to see you when I come to Texas in June. But anyway, it's what's happening. That's what's happening. That's why if you are someone who is here to assist, you're going to feel procrastination right now. Let me know, too, if I'm, I know Terry said it, but, let me know if you're feeling it. I'm feeling it. Like I said, I can't believe this is already April, first of all. I can't believe this is already April. I seriously feel like I just left Texas. And that was January 16th. What happened? Here we are. Yeah, we know we do. We question always. We question everything. Even when we ask for something and then we get it, we question. It's asinine. It's backwards. Stop. Stop. That's all I can say is stop. Know thyself. I mean, those words are not in my head for no reason. Because if you know thyself, you know thy true intention of who you are, how you're living, what you're doing. It removes yourself from being the victim. You know what I mean? It removes yourself from being the victim. And right now, the way things are set up, we're just, we're set up to victimize over and over and over and over and over again. Because it's your fault. It's your fault. And if it's your fault and you don't fix it, sorry, I just got interrupted. She's going to keep trying to call me. I'm going to have to keep trying. No. Oh, and yes, I'd love to see you too, Miss Sylvia. Is she not on Facebook? Does she not know that I'm live? You do that. You get up and you go to work and come home and repeat. She goes again. Hey, Miss Nikki. Let me see what you're saying here. But while at work, I throw out energy balls at a few people and do the bathroom and to the bathroom and run water on my hands to wash away energy. Of course, when I get home, you do what? Throwing energy balls at them. What do they do? How do they respond? Some people don't like that. And they respond aggressively. I've even had to, I'm telling people that I know what they're going through. I understand their situation. I'm praying for them. And now she's asking on message, are you hanging up on me? Go check out Facebook. You see me on live. My crazy kids. They just call if I don't answer. But anyway, there was actually this conversation the other day that I saw in this one spiritual room here on Facebook. Someone talking about masturbation. And, do they think that, it takes away your energy energetically from what you're doing? Because you're masturbating, you're fantasizing about someone else, typically. Even if it's just a picture from a magazine or whatever your little thing is. Oh my God, that man, I feel sorry for him. They jumped on him, told him he was evil. See, there she is, Miss Samantha. Hello. Yes, I was hanging up on you. Go on Facebook. I'm live. That's my daughter. One of my beautiful daughters. Yes, this is why I'm not answering. This is why I was hanging up on you, baby girl. I'm sorry. But I thought you'd be on Facebook. You'd see. Mama's live. Excuse me. So anyway, they jumped on him. What do y'all think about that? I mean, I always said that if God didn't want you to masturbate, I'm sorry he wouldn't make your arms long enough. And I'm sorry for my children for that conversation and that comment. And I'll move on right now, but I just want you to know that people's belief system, that is an energy ball in itself, okay? Because I have a different belief system and I may do something that you don't agree with, and you attack me, well, hang on. well, wait a minute. Can we not have a conversation? But no, your belief system is so strong that you can't even have a conversation. Yeah, you are here thinking that you're learning lessons and that everything you're going through is you're attracting it. So you debate it. You take it so personal, no one can have a conversation with you about it. Is that right? That is messed up. Get out of that school of thought. Not everything is about you. Okay? Not everything is about you. My smoking is not about you. My drinking coffee is not about you either. It's not about me either. Just what we get to do here. Not everyone thinks the same exactly, and you can't attack people for honest questions. I think it's healthy and creates good energy. It does. When you can talk about something and be open, you know, and not be so stuck on your belief system. I mean, that just opens you up for more experiences as far as I'm concerned, and you know me. I always say, we're here to drink, smoke, have sex, eat food. Things we don't get to do in other bodies. We get to do in this body. Have fun. In a good, healthy way. Healthy as far as not intentions of bad, ill. Okay? You know what I mean? No bad, ill. No harming. No lying. No cheating. No stealing. I ain't talking about, you know, being that kind of person and just do whatever you want. No, because you're hurting yourself. You're hurting other people. That ain't right. Bring on the food. That's right. Hashtag foodie. I love food. Okay? I love to cook. I love to eat. And I'll even do the dishes. You'll notice. I have fun. I try to, every day, do something I enjoy. Whether it's sitting down playing my roller coaster tycoon or talking to my children. Whatever. You know? Even though I know the world around me, whew, I'm praying for it constantly. And like I said, if you're an energy worker, you're feeling that procrastination right now. That's the only way to describe it. I feel like I'm procrastinating, but time is moving faster. What the hell? What is that? Can someone explain it? Or is my assumption, not my assumption, my hypothesis correct? You know? They're pushing us away from our true-natured selves. That's what it comes down to. Pushing us away from our true-natured selves. See, people who are aggressive, I become a gray rock by saying the most boring thing I can think of. And they move on to someone who can create the drama they seek. That's good. You know? But you got to question, why are they seeking that drama? And I don't believe it's something within them, other than, I mean, as far as, you know, what their personal traits are. Because I tell you, I've met some people that I've just thought were wonderful. Great people I went to business with. I thought they were great. And then, flip. Then they weren't so great. They weren't so great. It's like, really? Even in relationships, you know. Fall in lust at first. Have a good time. And then before long, they're not so great no more. What happened? I didn't want to change them. I didn't ask them to be changed. That's just the play. If you guys ain't got it yet, that's the energy play. It's just over and over and over again. Like I said, from the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. It's the same shit. We're supposed to be evolving. Do you see it? Did they want to control? You know, that's what it comes down to. That's that side effect. The impression that is given out is that they want to be in control of everything. But not really. I mean, they went into business with, you know, several people knowing that it was a co-op, right? It's a co-op. There's not one person. Several, right? But then it's like, I think the energy play is that to disrupt, disperse, separate. You know, that's the energy play. So no matter what, It's like we're always coming up against it. I mean, unless you're someone who's got money, knows someone who's got money, when you're trying to build it from the ground up, I mean, my God. My God. All you're doing is coming together to help people. And then all of a sudden, boom! Someone flips a switch. And then there's dissension amongst the people. Before you know it, there's no more people. What happened? And then what do? They go off and do their own thing where they are in complete control. And then that usually doesn't work. Not that they're successful. It's just a loop of over and over and over the same thing. Over and over and over, same thing. It's a loop, and we're stuck in that loop. You know, if you give in to that belief, and you give in to that control, and you give in to that scenario, and you just keep repeating it, and that's why I don't gossip. You know, I don't have a lot of girlfriends because I can't handle the gossip. I'm not a gossiper. I don't spread rumors. I don't like talking about people. I mean, if you want to talk about situations where it's affecting so many people like we're doing right now, that's not gossiping. That's enlightening. That's sharing. That's letting you know you're not alone. We're all feeling it. That's different. But when you spread rumors, you gossip, you lie, you steal. Is that you? Is that you doing it? Or is that was that what your real intention was? Was to come out of it going, it's all about me? No, it's not how you started. Right? So yeah, exactly, Terry. It's craziness. It's crazy. I don't get it. At the same time, I understand completely what's happening. Like I said, you can look back in history, and it's just over and over and over again. It's just over and over and over. And stop the insanity. Look at it. See it. For reals. Let's be real. No makeup on it, no lipstick, no rouge to lighten it up, to pretty it up, to make it something it's not. Let's be real. Thank you. Oh, Mary, thank you. Hello, Miss Mary. And yeah, I think we need more people to be real, you know? Be real. Just be real. And if you can't be real, stay home. Lock your doors. Turn off your computer. Don't expose yourself to anybody else. You know, and I don't mean that. I want everyone to come out of the closet. Come out from behind the curtains. Be real. Look at everything for real. Don't think it's all rainbows and butterflies, that everything is just groovy. Everybody's wonderful. Woo! We all just playing along. Everything's not wonderful. Yes, my daily day is mine. Okay? But I do not control everybody else and what they're trying to create, what they're trying to do. Right? The world's gone crazy. World's backwards. The war mentality says it all. Look up, just Google war mentality and look at the crap that comes up behind it. Oh, and thank you, Mary, for showing up. Thank you all for showing up. That's all we got to do. Show up. And then allow spirit to work in our life. With the greatest of intentions, with full of moral and integrity. Let's get those words back. Moral, integrity, compassion. Let's be real. Stop pretending. You're not serving nobody by pretending. And don't think that just because your life is okay, that the world's okay. Because the world's not okay. As long as there are starving children, homeless children, shoeless children. Children that do not even have the same possibilities that most of us that are on this internet today have. They don't have computers in their homes. They don't got the money for the internet. Something that should be supplied to everybody. Why? Because it's just put out there on energy. You can tap right into it. Anyway, be real. I think that's just what I wanted to get to today. Let's just be real. Stop pretending you're something you're not. And just allow yourself to be who you are, because trust me, you're beautiful. There is not another one like you. You know, we're not trying to reinvent the wheel. Okay? Facepalm. That's what I see us doing when we get up to heaven. Facepalm. Damn it, I did it again. I'll let that belief system carry me through, instead of being truly who you are. You're no mistake. You're not a fluke, right? You're here for whatever you destined yourself to do. You knew before you came in. You just forgot once you got here, because this is such a depressive, oppressive, distracting world. Everything you were told as a child, it's not true. You find out when you grow up, starting with everything from Christmas to... And I'm sorry for those of you that still believe in Santa Claus. He's not real. We're raised on the basis of lies and miscommunications and deceptions. And then when we grow up, we get mad. Why'd you lie to me? But then we believe everything for face value. You're programmed. It's a conditioning. We got to snap out of that programming and really start fighting back against these energetic attacks, because that's what they are. They're energetic attacks. If you're not who you know you are, know thyself. And you get bombarded with just procrastinating energy, distracting energy. Really just sit there and get yourself grounded. Oh my God. Start repeating, I am connected, grounded, balanced, protected, and flowing in the love of the divine. And know that that's not your thought, that's not your feeling, that's not your intention, is to be harmful. So don't own it. Don't say, oh, it must be a lesson for me. No. Okay, if you want to look at it a lesson, look at it as the lesson is. Don't own it. Don't be it. Yes, oh my God, can we get in a bad mood? Yes, oh my God, things don't go our way, or do we get upset? But what do we do about it? That's where we need to be. In our thoughts. Know thyself. Know that that's not your thought. That's not your feeling. That's not who you want to be. Don't be that girl. Don't be that guy. Charge it up. I mean, your energy. I believe that's the key that we've all been missing. So I started this 21 steps to clarity. You know, because 21 days, just 21 days to start that new habit of knowing thyself. And oh my goodness, does it open up a whole new world. A whole new world. Go into song. But it's true. Takes away the veil. Right? All the misconception. Takes away all the disillusion. Takes away the expectations. Ugh. Oh my God, expectations. Don't have them. Don't do those expectations. You will be disappointed every time. Expect to wake up in the morning. Expect to go to sleep at night. That's it. The stuff that happens in between, no expectations. Right? Know thyself. Know thyself. Because that's the other thing. What about all this God's judgment stuff? What do you think about that? And did you know that even fallen angels consider themselves to be God? So which gods put out that information? Another way to think about it. I was having a conversation with someone over Easter, and they were talking about, you know, the resurrection of Jesus, and you know, we did what the point was. You know, what was the point? You know, what was the point of a man's life being, you know, ending in such a what we want to call a torturous way, and call him terrorist, the way that happened. But my question to him was, well, what do you think would have happened had they known that their actions were going to bring about such a spiritual revolution from that point on? Because if you notice, this planet is older than 20,000, 17, which is the year that we are marked at now. By our calendar, that's all they're going with. But we know that before that time was before. That's why they have the before Jesus, right? And the after Jesus, right? What happened? Oh, hello, Miss Rebecca. You know, what happened when that took place, the spiritual revolution that it brought about? What was the point? If all we're going to do is to repeat. And do you think that they would have done that had they known what that was going to bring about? That was the point. Do you think they would have done it? I think if I had known, if I had a little inkling, and which I believe that even maybe was known and didn't come about, because not everything in history is actually written down. But, he was betrayed. And I think that betrayal happened because he was given insight that, hey, this has to happen. This has to happen. In order for the next step, right, this has to happen. But then the stories come out, and it's all, it makes you go, what? Wait, what? And then you got other religions that go against what our stories are. Well, where'd they come from? Right? Misinformation. Disillusion. And that's what we're raised with. And then by the time we're an adult, phew, things don't work out. We're like, what did I do? I mean, my God, we take it in. It's so personal. Even though you didn't do nothing. I do not believe that people cheat because they didn't get what they were supposed to get or needed to get at home. No, because if there was any kind of conscious thought about what was happening, they understand the commitment and the sacrifices being made to make that home. They do it because of whatever is internally going on and infiltrating them. You'll have to catch up on this. I know, I've just been talking. Oh my goodness. I've just been rambling on because I felt like talking today. I wanted to be real. It's Tuesday. It's time to be real. That's the way I see it. I just can't believe it's April, Rebecca. Can you believe it's April? The end of April, even. About to be May. Yeah. And and so, guess what's coming up in May? I mean, I don't know if you guys even know history, and I'm not trying to call you ignorant. I'm just saying, do you know and realize the significance of May 1st? Do you? Well, and a lot of things that happen, people want to say the devil's in the details, right? And so the things that happen numerology-wise and astrologically-wise seem to repeat itself over and over again, right? And so May 1st was actually May 1st, 1913 was when if you ask me, the takeover happened in the United States. That's when the Federal Reserve happened. And then, you can take down that just Google May 1st events, May 1st experiences, May 1st in history, and see what's coming up, or what was happening then. And so now, this May 1st, they're actually working on CERN, right? You know what CERN is, right? It's the big conductor. Every May 1st, the Vatican actually has celebratory things that happen in May as well. And so check out those things that are historically known to have happened. And then find out what's happening this May 1st. There's meetings happening. There's gatherings going to be taking place. And what do you think that they are talking about? They're not talking about world hunger. They're not talking about ending wars. They're talking about opening portals with CERN. And if you guys don't know what CERN is, check it out. There's a couple of them across the world. The largest one being in Sweden. And it is a conductor where they do the experiments with atoms, right? And so anyway, they're talking about activating the latest edition, and it's called the Awakening. Okay, that's what I believe that's what they're termed it. I have to look it back up again now that I just said it. Again, read about this a few weeks ago, and I'm sure you can put it on, Google it, whatever. You'll see it on YouTube. You'll see it all around. But anyway, there's a big event where they're opening up this new conductor, and so, holy crap. I don't know if you guys know or not, but a few years ago, like 2013, is when I started having visions of, like, literally the scenery being unzipped and these dark things walking through. I mean, dark, or not good. You have to say that Terry... Oh, you have to try that with aggressive people, right? Did I see the post about the genius kid that talked about CERN and how we might have all been moved to another parallel universe? I believe it, because let me tell you, in 2013, I started seeing these things walking through, and I mean, I was having visions in wake time, and I was having dreams about it while I was sleeping. And these beings were able to just walk on through, just walk right into our universe, into our plane, onto this earth. So I believe that. They're trying to open up portals. They're trying to get other beings, and they're working. They're doing it. It's happening. The other beings are coming through. And so yeah, it makes sense that it's trying to bring together. I mean, that's really what has to happen in order for the timeline to change. The timeline. We are on a negative timeline right now. We're trying to get on a positive timeline. Think this in your head. So if we're on the negative timeline right now, we're trying to get on the positive timeline. Energetically, they have to be aligned, first of all, and that happens every so often, right? Astrology thinking. That happens every so many moons, that they are aligned. And then you have to be able to pull that energy from the positive into the negative, right? Because it's not that we're taking the negative and putting it in the positive. We don't want the negative to take over. We want the positive to take over the negative. So in that pulling, though, if you can imagine, here's our timeline of Earth, right? And then here's our timeline of the positive timeline that we want to come down into Earth. In between are your dimensions, your parallel universes that are also coexisting. Either on the closer you get to that positive timeline, of course, the more positive experiences you're going to have. And so as they're pulling a positive timeline in, whoo, it's trying to, like, and they even talked about it in the show Fringe. Anybody see that show, Fringe, when it was on? Loved that show. Because, again, they're talking about pulling together and bringing together parallel universes, different timelines, where we actually have a coexisting being of ourselves, self-replicated, but different, going through different things, of course. That's why we all kind of like feel deja vu, and like I've been here before, because you're experiencing it somewhere else. It's just a sign, from Spirit trying to say, hey, there's more going on here. And so anyway, they brought in, if you'll recall, in Fringe, they brought in, that timeline started collapsing in, and it was making certain things disappear. And so it was bringing in a parallel time. And so that's what, change happens. So even if you can think about what we're going through energetically, trying to bring that positive timeline in, it may cause some energetic things to happen, come in that we didn't expect, we didn't count on, we didn't know about. And yeah, here they are. So yeah. Hello, Miss Candy. And can we get rid of the beings? Good question, Rebecca. Very good question. Because yes, and again, I used to be able to remove, or I did, I still, but the way I used to remove these beings was just to blast them, okay? I'm just like energetically seeing them just boop, being blasted, and they dissipate, right? Well, several years ago, God asked me not to do that anymore. He wanted to deal with his own unruly children on his own, and so he's asked, helicopter going over, sorry if it's noisy. I live close to MacDill Air Force Base. And so anyway, so he asked me not to dissipate them anymore, because dissipating them was basically fighting violence with violence, right? They're violent. I was being violent in the way that I was just dissipating them. So that's when Spirit taught me about opening up the energetic vortex, you know, to help amp up my energy, to be able to lift that energy up and out of our atmosphere, sending it directly back to the Creator and letting Him deal with it. And then all the while, my intention is for that being to be transformed, you know, because I'm telling you, even negative energy at the end of the day wants to go home, have a good meal, put his feet up, feel appreciated in a little bit of way, okay? Thinking all his hard work. Because trust me, even the negatives, they think they're doing good. Believe it or not, their intention is they are told that what you're doing is for humankind. You know, you're helping humanity. Think about it. So, yeah, transforming them and building up that energetic vortex and pulling them up and transforming them and sending them back to the Creator is what He's asked me to do. So that's what I do. Oh, cool, Candy. You use that way as well. Awesome. Because, again, we have to change to meet the current energetic vibration that they are sending through. And if you notice, even when you decide, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is how it's going, this is how we're working it, Spirit shows you sooner or later that, okay, it's time to shift that. We got to change, you know, because every time we change, they change to meet it. They change to meet it. Okay, they change to meet it. So we have to, you know, constantly be changing. I've changed the way from what I've done it just a couple of years ago. And so far I haven't been told to change it again. So we're still sticking with that. So energetically, I think the more of us that amp up, that we stay in that connection, we stay grounded, we stay balanced in it, we know of our protection in it, and we're flowing in that love and we're emanating it out. The more of us that do that, the easier it is for us to move that negative energy away and pull in that positive timeline. We have to actually see it happening, you know, visualize, if you will, someone pulling in and pulling that positive timeline to you. Your energetic being is the one pulling and assisting pull that positive timeline into us. That's it. You know, energetically is the way it has to happen. I mean, people rise up all the time, right? We see riots happening all the time. We see people doing the protest all the time. Has it changed anything? Did it change anything? No. No. Powers that be still run their show, right? So, the more of us that energetically do this, and you do it from your home. Girl, you ain't got to leave. Hey, Miss Sherry, how you doing? You don't have to leave. Hey, Miss Patricia. You don't have to leave your home. Do it from wherever you are. So we do that when things are aligned, or just whenever. Just whenever, because here's the thing. During the time of alignment, we kind of have to have a setup for it, right? You know, it's just like we know, when we know that there's going to be a full moon, and we know we have to, you know, charge our crystals. What do? We put them out. You set up for it, right? You set up for that energetic event. So the whole while before before we even, because we don't know. That's the other thing. They don't tell you. They don't give you all the information you need. Spirit does. So physically, they're not going to tell you, hey, May 21st is when we're going to be trying to pull in that alignment. No, we have to all on a daily start getting into that alignment. Start moving towards, energetically pulling that energy to us. Energetically, see it happening. It's not supposed to be like this big, exhausting. No, it's effortless because it's energy, and energy takes no energy. You're like filled. As you are giving, you're receiving. As you're giving, you're as you're putting it out, you're getting it back in. So that's like people are like, oh, I can't work all day doing readings and stuff. It exhausts me, and it doesn't exhaust me. Because it's not my energy I'm working with. It's not your energy. It's universal energy. The one universal law that we all have is that we are all part of that energy. Not that, don't get it confused. With, your soul's purpose. Because your soul's purpose for what you're here to do is, to align, basically, to get in alignment with that energy. And again, just seeing it happening, visualize it happening on the daily, where you are charged up and you see yourself moving towards that positive timeline. You see that positive timeline moving towards the timeline that we're on right now. And then energetically, you're assisting in bringing that to you, into alignment. Yeah, right? Hope that answers your question. Hey, Jim. How you doing in Quintopia? So it's all energy, though, and it's all about getting balanced. It's all about knowing yourself and really not owning the crap. It's too much crap. A lot of crap. Do you want it all? I don't know. I do all I can not to be in drama-filled situations. I do all I can to remove myself from any kind of, event. Anytime I feel that angst even, like, trust me, the other day, I went on this call because there was supposedly some marketing and promoting guru, if you will, some spiritual business leader that's going to, help you align your business spiritually. And right away, she starts putting out this information that okay, I'm thinking, did I sign up to be in a life coach situation? I mean, I don't need life coaching. And there is difference between what you can do business-wise and what you can do to fulfill inside. Anyway, I started feeling angst from her because she started, in with if I didn't do it this way, if I didn't believe in the law of attraction, if I didn't follow, I'm like, is this a marketing thing or a life coach thing? I mean, I started feeling that angst towards her, so I immediately started changing it. Changing that energy, just, feeding her energy, just love, and excuse myself from the call. Excuse myself. Because I felt the angst. And I'm like, if I feel that angst, then she's trying to get me into something I don't need. Right? I didn't need it. I didn't need life coaching. If y'all have any good marketing ideas, different kind of promote. Like I said, I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. But today's marketing stuff, whew, I tell you, it's crazy. We need to all come together, do a co-op marketing, do co-op promotion, because that crap is expensive. Yeah, you would have excused yourself too. Yeah, because it's crazy. I mean, seriously. And again, I do not mean any disrespect to anyone whose belief system is that they are here just for lessons and they're here just to learn. If that's the way you want to put yourself in there, do it. Not me. I'm here to experience life, to take all that life has to offer. Its unlimited possibilities are open. And so, hello. Why would I limit it by saying, okay, it's only about this belief system or it's only about that belief system? You cannot limit spirit in any way. Why would you limit God? I don't limit God and say that's not possible. No, and it's only possible because I think this way or that way. No, we're proven wrong all the time. Come on. So yeah, any good ideas? I mean, there's a new site we all should check out. It's called Gab. And I think it's gab.us. And that's Gab, G-A-B.us. It's a new kind of Facebook platform, a new kind of Twitter platform. But the people running it are not taking sides. You know what I mean? Because sometimes they can be a little censorship going on. You know what I mean? Where they're making sure that certain posts do not get seen. Do you all know that, right? I mean, you might have 5,000-6,000 friends listed on your page, but only 150 of them, on average, it's even less, are actually going to see your post. And if you post anything political, controversial, nobody's going to see your post. Do you guys realize that, right? And Google, they are totally tracking everybody. Have you ever visited a site and then you go on to another site and there's nothing but ads from the site you were just on? They know where you just were. They're letting you know. We know you were just over there at Amazon looking at that. Here, we're going to throw up all these ads at you. Which I cannot stand, because what if I didn't like that site? Now I got a full 24 hours, but that's all I'm seeing is that link for that site that I did not like. I did not buy anything. I just visited it. I clicked on it for a second, and it boop, sends the algorithm. Someone is sawing. They're always doing something around here. My cigarettes are constantly going out because there's no gunpowder in them to keep them lit. Anyway, hope I'm making sense to someone. I just like chatting. You guys know me. I could go on. As long as my internet doesn't drop me. So what's going on? Anyone want to add anything else? I just want you to know, though, you know, it's not about creating. It's not about manifesting. It's about allowing. Allowing and holding those good intentions, the morals, the ethics. You know? Energetically assisting. It's an energetic war that's happening. Do you believe that? Ooh, I asked about your belief system. Sorry. Can you agree with that? Do you agree with that? Do you agree there's more going on than what you can actually physically see? And you're not getting the full truths? We don't get truths. We get pretend. We get fake. I know you agree. Anyway. Absolutely, yes. So, energetically, that's how we deal with it. Energetically is what's happening. So, energetically, it's how we deal with it. I mean, because we don't have boots on the ground here yet. As soon as we have boots on the ground, holy crap, you know we're in trouble. Do you know what boots on the grounds mean? Military on your hometown streets. It's no longer just the police department, Coast Guard, but special ops. Boots on the ground. Not a good thing. That's what's happening in other places like Paris. There's 50,000 soldiers ready to go. Where were those 50,000 soldiers before all that shit happened? But they were there. After it happened, they were set, they were ready. On the ready. Wow. How could that be real? Okay, new platform, where was it? I love the kitty videos here on Facebook, but there is so much out there. I feel like the constant bad vibe videos on Facebook could not possibly be good to see every day. You said Gab what? Repeat it so I can check. Okay, it's gab.us. And I hope that other countries can get in there. You know how sometimes in another country you're blocked from going to certain sites in other countries. But yeah, go check it out. I went over there and I joined it the other day, but I haven't been on it yet. I don't even get on Facebook that much anymore. Because I agree, sometimes even getting on Facebook is like visiting an old boyfriend. Yeah. That's no fun. I even have a free psychic abilities development group. Over 6,000 members, close to 7,000 members. No activity. Because I'm not in there. You have to be in there. You have to go to your groups. But I'm not in there. Why am I not in there? Because I'm doing more locally. So I'm not on Facebook as much. So it's not that I'm ignoring nobody. I'm just busy here. I've been procrastinating lately, but I've been busy here. Like I said, I get my committed stuff done. Hey, Miss Sissy. How are you enjoying your new house? Congratulate Miss Sissy. She's a new homeowner. Or home Lisa. Have you read your mortgage? Y'all know here in the United States, when you buy a house, you're actually leasing it from the bank. They can come back and take it at any time. It's crazy. Busy, busy. Well, that's good. I don't know. Do you feel like your busy, though, has been more of the distraction? Because that's like anytime I go to do anything, I get a phone call. Or I get someone knocking on my door. I mean, I've just, I get distracted quite a bit. I was doing a show for Spiritualist Online, and it's like I allowed myself to take some time off, and then it was like, boom, boom, I never had time to get back to it. Thinking about doing another show on Blog Talk. But I don't know, I keep hearing still it's broke talk. Terry's saying, glad you come here because I cannot make it to places like Blog Talk or Intuit Talk because of my work schedule. Oh, cool. So thank you for chatting with us here. You're welcome. Oh, hello, Miss Rihanna. I love seeing Miss Rihanna's post. She's so happy. Well, you're welcome, Miss Terry. I'm glad that, we can come and chat here on Facebook. I might just start doing it here. Just start going live and then record it, because I did that. I do that from my vlog. I'll go live on Facebook and then record it. Not doing that right now, but I can start doing that. But again, maybe if they have it over on Gab, if you can go live, I'll start over there. We shall see. Yeah, so how's everything going in Miss Rihanna's world? And I have to take a minute, take a pause to just mention that we lost Miss Allie. I don't know if any of you, or I know some of you know her. She passed away the day before yesterday now. Yesterday morning. She's my age. It's kind of scary. It's hard to make things at night and on the weekend for Miss Rebecca. Yeah. And it's Allie Cheslick. Allie Cheslick passed away. Bless her soul. Good, Miss Rihanna. Glad you're doing good. We all need to be doing good. Miss Allie was on Blog Talk Radio for years. That's where I met her, back in 2008. When I started my Blog Talk show. Wings of Angels, I think was her name of her show there. She stopped doing it several years ago. But, yeah, she has some heart issues. Yes. We are blessed. I have to say that. I say it every day. I am blessed. I am grateful. I am humbled with everything every day. That's what we have to stay humbled. We have to stay humbled. If we don't stay humbled, then that's when that, darkness can come in. But I have to tell you, the other night when I found out that Allie passed away, I really felt her here. It was crazy. I even felt like when I had walked from my hallway down to my bedroom, I was talking with my mom for a minute. She was in her room. And I turned to go into my room, and I saw someone standing there. There was someone standing there. And so I was like, is that you, Miss Allie? Talk to me. Yeah. She didn't talk to me that night, though. I think she was just letting her presence be known. You're not bad for an oldie, please. You're golden, not olden. But anyway. Alright, so I got to go do some stuff, get the procrastination over. But I'm glad that we took this time to talk. And, just let me know how you're feeling. Know that I'm sending you energy. Put down on a comment on the after this is recorded and sitting there on my page. Just put the comment, I am blessed. And we'll send you that blessing energy. We'll just keep sending out. Just keep sending that blessing energy to everybody. That's what it's about. As long as you are emitting, they cannot steal from you. Okay? Keep that in mind. So you're going to try to do a show on Intuit Talks? No, I'm not going to do Intuit Talks. I probably, I was just saying, I probably do it through here, through YouTube. I find Google Hangouts to be easier to deal with. technology-wise. Some people have a hard time getting into certain places. Oh, good. I love the purple, too. I try to wear purple all the time because I try to be that insightful person. So, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. We're just going to let it flow. I've gone on Facebook Live more than I've done anything lately, so maybe we'll do it on Facebook Live and Google Hangouts. Yeah, so not everybody's techie, and that's okay, you know? So, and I know that it was really hard for a lot of people to get into the Spiritualist Online chat room. It's just a lot of steps you have to take. It's easy once you start doing it, though, but you have to know where to start. All right, Terry, thank you for coming in and hanging out with me. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out. We'll do this more often because, like I said, you know, we got to check in. We got to make sure that we're all good and that we're making it through, right? We love you guys, and again, check me out. psychicsolana.wix.com/services. And Ask Solana, I'm always doing those twice a month now, the free one-question reading. So if you want to go over there and check that out underneath that tab of Ask Solana. Till then, we'll see y'all later. Love ya.